Hey guys, and welcome to The Expansive Journey. My name is Julie, and in this video I'm going to talk about thoughts and whether or not they are good or bad thoughts. And the first thing we need to acknowledge is that thoughts just are, right? It's something that we are aware of. Whether we are aware of them, that they are thoughts or not, or if it's just something that we are unconsciously engaged in, they are thoughts, including the thought about yourself being a thinker, right? Or the thoughts about others, the past, the future. The thoughts about the past are memories, and the thoughts about the future is imagination, right? And usually they can also be intertwined because we expect the future to be quite similar to the past. Like if you wake up in the same room every day, you expect that tomorrow you will wake up in the same room, most likely, right? And the memories can usually also includes imagination, because we never usually remember things exactly as they are. Our mind tends to focus on different things that it likes to focus on, and usually we remember things better if they have a strong emotional charge. So if something happened that really upset you, you tend to remember that. Or unless it's so bad that you suppress it and it becomes like a hidden memory, right? But also memories that are good and they have a positive charge, they are also things that we tend to remember. And the so-called like the mundane everyday life is something that we don't remember these things, that they are quite boring or simple, or they don't carry emotions with them, right? So thoughts are neither good or bad. They just simply exist. But some memories or imaginations, or thoughts in general, has a positive or a negative charge. And the negative thought charge is like a negative emotional charge, a negative energetic charge. So when you think about that thing or person or object or situation or aspect of yourself, you feel a negative feeling. And the same with the positive feelings. So a negative charged thought about the future will manifest itself as a worry, right? And a positive charged thought about the future will be excitement or looking forward to something, or excited about creating something. And a positive memory will be a good memory, and a negative memory or a negative charge memory can be like a trauma or something like that. So it's really important when we are doing emotional work that we disentangle emotion from thoughts, because this is usually what sets these thoughts free. And these thoughts, if they are very prominent in our minds, they become beliefs. They become something that we believe to be truth. And the thing is that reality is way too free to have beliefs. Beliefs are mental, they are mind-based. And all the beliefs we have come from some time in our lives when we develop that belief. And it's usually linked to an emotion or an event or a past circumstance in any way. So the mind is what creates the duality of good and bad. Good memories, bad memories, good like positive outlook for the future or negative outlook for the future, positive or negative self-image, positive and negative image of others or the world out there. And this is the dualistic mind, which is trying to make sense of thoughts that carry a comfortable or uncomfortable emotional charge. And eventually the thoughts are just thoughts and emotions are just emotions. And the way we sort of move out of that emotional charge is to feel our emotion, right? And I talk about this in my program, Awaken You, a lot. So it's not necessarily important to judge thoughts. The only thing that can judge thoughts are thoughts. It's important, however, to recognize them as thoughts, to see what thoughts really are. And a test is that if you're not focused on one of your 5 senses, It is a thought. And this is also something that I touch upon in my free masterclass, Introduction to Awaken You, and you can check it out in the link in the description below. So the thing about the mind is that it's a very useful tool to make sense of something, to create stories, to intellectually understand things, and to store memories and plan for the future. But the problem is that this is the human conditioning, and that is that we get lost in our minds. We get lost in this world of thoughts, and we don't recognize that we are in it because we believe them to be truth. And when we start on our awakening journey and we start awaken, we need at some point to start to disentangle our unconscious thinking or the unconscious thoughts and make them conscious and see them as thoughts. Oh, I had a bad thought about myself, or I had a negative, or I had some kind of thought about like this spirituality, and realize that, oh, it was a thought. That's it. To see thoughts as thoughts is how they lose power over you. But your mind is gonna use a lot of tricks and different strategies to keep you sort of entangled in thoughts. So the more you try to disentangle thoughts, the more challenged you are going to be. And but this is also like a divine synchronicity, because the universe, if you're asking to see illusion, you will be shown illusion, right? And that is to see your thoughts. And especially those with a heavy emotional charge will come to the surface to be freed from your mental space. And yeah, I'm gonna say that for another day, to talk about how the mind is distracting us from truth, that keep us from seeking, that keep us from finding what we're looking for. And if that resonates, please give a like and subscribe to my channel, and also always leave a comment below and let me know if this resonates, and if you're sort of struggling with the thoughts and getting out of this thought-based world. And you can always book a clarity call with me if you think you want to join my program Awaken You. And if you're curious about understanding thoughts better, I go deeper into this in my masterclass, in the link in the description below, if you're curious. And until next time, much love and namaste.